What's going on, guys? Styx here with the Token Minorities, bringing you the team builder for week 7 of season 6 of the CPC. This week we are up against Scoot or Zamcro and his Blackmont Raikougars. And before I get into the team, just a reminder that if you guys like this video or found it helpful, please leave a like, drop a comment, click that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton and lets us do more cool stuff for you guys. And also, if you've not done so already, please feel free to check out the TTM Discord that will be linked in the description below, where we have channels for not only all of the Draft League teams that we have here at TTM, but we also have channels for TCG and Smogon, so every facet of Pokemon, we have something for you guys, so please feel free to check that out if you have not done so already. But anyway, on to the team. Like I said, this week we are up against Zamcro and his Blackmont Raikougars, and his team is consisting of Mega Gallade, Tapu Fini, Alolan Muck, Licky Licky, Bronzong, Thundurus T, Silvally, Gligar, Kartana, Turtonator, and Haunter, with both Kartana and Haunter being the Z-Mons. And quite frankly, this is one of the most difficult matchups for me this entire season, just in terms of the Mons. I mean, definitely there are some very, very, very good teams that have been drafted. Like, I'm not trying to discount those coaches or anything like that, but just in terms of straight up matchup versus me, this one is the most difficult just because I don't have just a straight up 6 Mons and 6 sets that I feel like can deal with everything that he could possibly bring. I mean, I feel like I have to just go based off of what is most likely and then try to deal with that from there, while leaving myself potentially open if he decides not to bring those sets. If he decides to bring other sets, then I could be in some major trouble. Now, you might be looking at the comparison of records and be like, Styx, what are you worried about? You're 6-0, he's 0-6. Why are you so worried about this matchup? Well, first of all, if I win this week, I am guaranteed playoffs. So, I mean, the sooner I can clinch playoffs, the better for me, as I am going into kind of a death stretch, facing 3 of the top teams in the entire league in my last 3 games. So if I can clinch going into those games, that would relieve a ton of pressure from me to try to win one of those to guarantee myself playoffs. And also, this season in the CPC has been really, really weird, because Zam is a very good player. I mean, he's definitely somebody that should not be 0-6. I mean, there's somebody that should definitely have some wins, and usually at the CPC we have a couple players, like 1 or 2 players at the very top, 1 or 2 players at the very bottom, but then the middle is just kind of jam-packed with everybody, like, being able to beat everybody. But this season, it's really like, there's like the top, and then there's just a drop-off. I mean, we have some very good players that haven't gotten wins this season, like Hiker, for example, is another very good player that has just, for whatever reason, gone winless this season. So this is just a weird season in the CPC, so don't let that 0-6 record fool you. Zam is still a very good player. So it's somebody that we definitely have to prepare for, and also the whole clinching I would really like to do before going into those last 3 games of the season of potential playoff opponents. So that being said, we are going to take this, pretty seriously, going to try to anyway. And the first Mon I am going to be scared of on his team is, I mean, the Mega Gallade. Mega Gallade is terrifying, particularly with the team that I have. I mean, I have a Necrozma, which is very good for dealing with Mega Gallade, but at the same time, this Necrozma that I'm bringing is actually offensive, so it's not something that I can just easily switch into Mega Gallade, so I have to try to pressure that thing. And then Thundurus T. Thundurus T demolishes me. Like, my entire team, I really don't have much of anything that can just straight up take on Thundy T in and of itself. I mean, Swampert is taken on by Grass Knot, Ferrothorn is taken on by Incinerate, Tapu Koko is taken on by Sludge Bomb, like all these different moves, and then that just leaves like electric coverage to be had. So Thundy destroys me, but I'm just like, I have to kind of pressure it and deal with it. I mean, when it comes in, it's going to take out a Mon before I'm able to take it down, just kind of plain and simple right there. So my goal is just try to put it in range of my faster stuff so that I can deal with it. So basically, Mega Gallade and Thundy T are 2 big threats. Kartana can be, but I outspeed it with some stuff, and if it's locked into a move, it's much easier to deal with. So yeah, onto my team. The first thing that I'm bringing is a Calm Mind Tapu Koko with Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Roost, and with the Kebia Berry. And the really the whole mindset behind this set is to set up late game, prevent myself from being revenged with the Kebia Berry by either Alolan Muck or the Thunderous Tea, and then sweep through his team. Granted, it does have to have a little bit of damage on my opponent's team, but considering I do have a couple mons that I can set up on, like Tapu Fini is pretty easy to set up on. Alolan Muck can grant me a single Calm Mind, as Poison Jab through the Kebia Berry will not be doing a whole lot. Things like maybe even the Kartana, depending on what set it's running, I can set up on. So basically all I need is one Calm Mind to really finish off his team, and that's kind of what I'm going for. And then Roost obviously is there in case I need to set up on something like a Silvally that doesn't have anything to hit me super effectively but can try to chip me down. Just a way to heal up and prolong my setup and my ability to set up and finish off the game. I could have gone Modest with this set, but I decided that the extra HP was needed for the ability to set up, as I'm relying so much on that +1. Just +0 Tapu Koko, neutral Tapu Koko, really does not do enough damage in this matchup, so I decided that the ability to get to +1 as opposed to hit harder neutrally was better in this instance. Just be able to take whatever hit my opponent wants to go for, get up to +1, and then potentially run through his team. So that's the premise of the Tapu Koko right there. The speed is to just outspeed Mega Gallade, very, very straightforward, and then max out my special attack and throw the rest into HP. Next up, we do have a Ferrothorn with Spikes, Leech Seed, HP Fire, and Knockoff, and the Chople Berry. This is going to be my designated Kartana answer, because with the right moveset, Kartana can potentially cover my entire team and hit it really hard and be a general nuisance to me. So this Ferrothorn is just designed to be able to switch into that thing 100% of the time, be able to set up spikes on things like Bronzong, Kartana, Gligar, really whatever even Tapu Fini to a lesser extent. Yes, HP Fire is a thing, but I'd really would just rather be able to get up spikes and have a designated answer Kartana than anything else. So that's what Ferrothorn is designed to be. Leech Seed is just very annoying for his team. If Kartana does not want to stay in, then I can just Leech Seed up something like Tapu Fini that would come in to try to get rid of the spikes and recover up HP. HP Fire with the 8 investment that I have is to guarantee one-hit knockout, 0 bulk Kartana from full, and the reason I didn't bother with anything else is just because Kartana, if it's running any bulk, will only have minimal bulk, and then I will probably have rocks up, so that will help with a little bit of extra damage. So that's why I decided that HP Fire with 8 investment was enough, and then Knockoff just to get rid of things like lefties on Licky Licky, Alolan Muck's Assault Vest, Tapu Fini's lefties, that type of thing, and also Gligar's Eviolite, which he could definitely try to switch into Ferrothorn. Now, as for the EVs, the Ferrothorn has enough defense to guaranteed live +2 all-out pummeling from Kartana from full. Like, just be able to guaranteed live that, no questions asked, with my Chople Berry, and then hit that thing with an HP Fire. If Kartana is like a Swords Dance set and somehow gets a speed boost while having all of its attack, I mean, like, it's an unreasonable scenario that I'm preparing for, but at the same time, like, it just makes sense. Like, if there was something that I overlooked, then that would be even better. Just be able to take on all sorts of Kartanas and just be able to take those things out from the get-go with an HP Fire, and my Chople Berry from Ferrothorn is just really what I was going for. And then the 8 special attack, like I said, for HP Fire to be able to KO the Kartana from full if no bulk or with bulk and after rocks, and then I just threw the rest into special defense so that maybe I can take like an HP Fire or something a little bit better. Next up, we have something that I think can actually do a ton of work this game, and that is a mid-game breaker Swords Dance Necrozma with Knockoff, Photon Geyser, Earthquake, and the Colbur Berry. This thing can really set up on a myriad of things on his team. It can set up on the Tapu Fini, can set up on the Licky Licky, can set up on the Bronzong, the Gligar. Like, there are a lot of things that this Necrozma can get up a free Swords Dance on, and then just proceed to really just break his team with either Knockoff, Photon Geyser, or Earthquake at +2. And then the Colbur Berry ensures that I not only get 1 kill, but I can usually either heavily damage something after that, or even get 2 kills with my Necrozma, because I get up to +2 as he like goes for a Wish with Licky Licky, sets up rocks with Bronzong, something like that. and then I'm able to get an initial kill, and then Colberberry just makes me that much more difficult to revenge kill with things like Muck or Mega Gallade or Thundurus if it's carrying dark coverage, but I really don't think it will against me, or Kartana. So those things that can revenge kill me, Colberberry allows me to take those hits and then still get a very, very heavy hit off on them as well. So that's really what this Necrozma set is going for, just a mid-game breaker set that puts in a ton of work against a team and can hopefully open up holes for Tapu Koko, Mega Pidgeot, or Buzzwole to be able to win the game. The EV spread's a little bit weird. The speed is just enough. I think I was speed creeping like slightly speed invested Gligar and Finny just to try to catch them being somewhat slow. The attack is to guaranteed Oko, specially defensive Bronzong at +2 with knockoff from full, and then just threw the rest into HP to take hits as well as possible. So that's the Necrozma set. Next up we have a Rindoberry Swampert with Stealth Rock, Protect, Ice Punch, and Scald. Just get up rocks and kind of scout out what type of moves he wants to go for, and then also live a hit from Thundurus and get off an Ice Punch off on it is really just the whole premise of this Swampert in this matchup. That's really all it's supposed to do, just get up rocks, Ice Punch the Thundurus, scout out some sets maybe spread a couple burns if I can, but really I'm not expecting a whole lot from Swampert in this matchup. I really just wanted it there to prevent him from just freely volt switching on me, but also get up rocks and have a little bit of hazards pressure in conjunction with Ferrothorn. The Swampert is designed to live a +2 modest Grass Knot from Thundurus T. That's not with Life Orb because I really couldn't hit any Life Orb numbers, so I just decided that +2 modest would be good enough for me in this instance. And then, like I said, Swampert's just there to get up rocks and get an Ice Punch off. That's really all I need from it in this matchup. And then Scald is just kind of a spammable move. And then I threw the rest into defense just to maybe take like a close combat or something from like the Gallade or a Sacred Sword from the Kartana, that type of thing. Next up, we have another Mon that I think can absolutely pressure his team insanely hard, and that is Mega Pidgeot with Hurricane, Heat Wave, Hidden Power Ice, and Roost. Hurricane, as usual, is insanely spammable versus his team, and the only real things that he has to take it on are Thundy T, which the more damage I can get off on that, the better situation I'm in, because I really just need to put it in range of like HP Ice from this thing, or Dazzling Gleam from Tapu Koko, or Ice Punch from Buzzwole, that sort of situation. So just the more damage on Thundy, the better. Alolan Muck, I'm guessing it's going to be Assault Vest because I do have this thing called Gengar on my team, and Alolan Muck really just kind of is a dead stop to that, and also a bunch of other special attackers like Necrozma, Mega Pidgeot, and Tapu Koko that Alolan Muck can pretty well take on with an Assault Vest. I just need to chip that thing down as quickly as possible. Hurricane is nice and spammable for that. Heat Wave covers the Bronzong, which is one of his few resists to my Mega Pidgeot, and then HP Ice is there to hit the Thundurus T a little bit harder than Hurricane or Heat Wave, as I just need all the damage that I can get off on that thing, and the more I can chip it down, the better position I will be late game. So that is what this page is designed to do. Just Hurricane like crazy, and then Hidden Power Ice or Heat Wave if I need it in a specific instance. The speed is enough speed for Mega Gallade, shocker right there. Next was just a full special attack investment to hit as hard as possible, and then just threw the rest into HP to take, I don't know, things like knockoff or something like that. Like knockoff uninvested attacks just make Mega Pidge a little bit harder to take out, especially with Roost, and then Hurricane can just spam, potentially get a confusion. Finally, we have a Choice Scarf Buzzwole with Leech Life, Ice Punch, Poison Jab, and Superpower. Now, initially I had a bulky Buzzwole to be an initial switch into Mega Gallade, but I decided that, okay, I need the speed more than I need the ability to be a switch in one time to Mega Gallade. And so that's ultimately what I went for with this Buzzwole, just being able to outspeed stuff, revenge kill, and then with Mega Gallade, I'll just have to pivot around. So that's going to be my game plan around it. And then Leech Life, Poison Jab, Ice Punch, and Superpower just cover his team very well. just cover really everything that I need to hit, and hopefully late game I can open up a situation where I just have to click a single move and Buzzwole is able to clean up the game. The speed, once again, is for Mega Gallade. Just max out the attack and through the rest into HP so that I can, I don't know, maybe take like a Shadow Sneak or something like that a little bit better. But yeah, that is the team, and I hope you will join me on Wednesday for the battle. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is Styx signing out. Why not? See you guys.